June 28th, 2020. We're 7 days from germination on the first two plantings of sweet corn. We have bodacious down here and incredible up there. And as you can see, the weed population is starting to take over. And part of the reason I planted in 3-foot row spacing this year is so I can get down between these rows with a tiller. Ideally, I would mulch everything between these heavily, and we wouldn't have to contend with weeds in this way. But it takes a tremendous amount of mulch to do that, and with the drought that we've had this year, we're not producing a lot of mulch because most of my mulch comes from mowing grass and then collecting it with the thatch rake. So I'm going to go through with the tiller and do a little between row tilling, and then either tonight or tomorrow I'm going to sow some seeds in here, some sunflower and some delicata squash to help fill this plot out. So I just thought I would get a clip before I tilled through, and then we'll get another one after. Well, now there you go. That's a little better, huh? Notice I didn't go quite too close to these plants. I don't want to damage the roots. That's also part of why I only till early, before they start to spread their roots out further. And then you have to do even shallower cultivation to avoid damaging roots. So that's a good start. Now I can just do the weeding in the rows as these weeds get a little bit bigger, when they become easy to pluck out. And the corn will have dominance. I can go back through and plant some delicata squash and sunflowers, and maybe even some buckwheat as a cover crop in here, and fill this space in and dominate it with plants that I want growing rather than weeds. Alright, so that's that. And of course I did the first pass with the rock finder and obfuscator up here. And I gotta get a couple more passes in this fairly quickly, probably tomorrow or the next day. Try and get a couple more in. And get this planted soon too, because we are starting it to run late in the season. Anyway, making good progress. So I got the curve strip here too. So I just tilled about 3,700 square foot. About an hour and 15. Not bad. Of course, this is all pre-broken soil. Different than fresh sod. Anyway, that's the update on that. Guess we'll take a quick look at the basil and tomatoes. Alright, well, things are definitely perking up nicely after the rain. We got a row of large leaf, a row of sweet Thai, and a row of holy basil. There's more plants in those flats. I probably come back in and do additional rows. And then tomatoes are starting to take off. This is that crimson beefsteak from last week that was so small. And then these guys are starting to jump up now. And I'll have to get back in here tonight or tomorrow and do a foliar feed and drench on them. And of course there's a few that didn't make it, so I'll have to go back and replace those with the remaining ones in the flat. Potatoes are not showing any sprouts up yet, but I'll bet they're sprouting underneath the soil. And I still got to do onions and a few other things over in here. Alright.